Today we are closely monitoring the impact of the significant aftershock. It was above 6 on the Richter scale that struck Port-au-Prince this morning, and we are assessing potential damage from it. In better news, we saw the arrival of the USNS Comfort, a hospital ship with more than 600 medical personnel that adds important capacity to our relief efforts. Already, patients are being taken on board via helicopter and treated. The Comfort adds to what is one of the largest international rescue and relief efforts in history. Food, water, medical supplies, and other essential aid continue to flow into the country, and relief workers are operating around the clock to deliver more aid more quickly to more people. There are significant challenges: devastated infrastructure, limited transportation options, security concerns, but we are making real progress every day. One area we are urgently focused on is the plight of Haitian orphans. And I am pleased to have with us today Michelle Bond from the State Department, who is heading up our efforts on this issue, Sharon Parrott, who represents Secretary Sebelius from the Department of Health and Human Services, and Lauren Kielsmeyer from the Department of Homeland Security, working with Secretary Napolitano. These three dedicated public servants, along with all whom they work with, are leading our efforts on behalf of the children who were orphaned before this earthquake, because children are especially vulnerable in any disaster, especially those without parents or guardians to look after them. This devastating earthquake has left many in need of assistance, and their welfare is of paramount concern as we move forward with our rescue and relief efforts. Now, when it comes to children, it is imperative that we closely coordinate with the Haitian government, the United Nations, and our other international partners, such as NGOs and faith communities who are on the ground, who are working to ensure that aid reaches Haiti's orphanages and that the newly orphaned children are accounted for and cared for. But we will also be doing everything we can to unite the many children and families who have been separated in the aftermath of the earthquake, and to do all that we can to expedite the travel of children who were in the line for adoption, who have a legal permanent home, guardianship waiting for them. We will not let red tape stand in the way of helping those in need, but we will ensure that international adoption procedures to protect children and families are followed. There are several hundred Americans in the United States who were already in the process of adopting Haitian children before the earthquake. As a mother, I share the anxiety that they must be feeling as they wait for word about their children's safety, and we are doing everything possible to locate these children and then expedite their arrival in our country. The State Department is heading up a joint task force with the Departments of Homeland Security and Health and Human Services to streamline the process and ensure that families both get word and get reunited as quickly as we can. We've established an interagency working group to focus on the humanitarian needs of highly vulnerable children, and we are working with the many members of Congress who are understandably very concerned on behalf of their constituents. President Preval and I have been working closely during this past year on plans for the future, for sustainable growth, for new opportunities. These plans, which are a very solid foundation, will of course be revised and rethought, but they will not be abandoned. Haiti will need not only the talent and grit of her people, including the Haitian diaspora, but it will need all of us, partners and friends who are committed not just in the immediate aftermath of this terrible earthquake, but for the duration. So let me reaffirm what President Obama said so forcefully in recent days. The people of the United States will stand with Haiti every step of the way. This is a partnership with a neighbor for the long term.